Well, good morning, and thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for your time as we really expound on summer 2025 for youth in the city of New Orleans. It takes collaboration and the spirit of partnership to meet the needs of our families and our young people on a daily basis. And that's what NORD does every day. But we also sprinkle a little bit something special, it seems, when it comes for the summer season. We know that it's what our young people are looking forward to. And as a parent, a mother, I know it's what our families are looking forward to as well, especially as it relates to our young people who are getting work ready, we are upskilling, who we are training for the future. Leaders of this city. So there is something for everyone always at NORD. Even on yesterday, we were able to unveil, cut the ribbon on the George V. Rainey Natatorium in the Algiers community. Really state of the art, long time coming, but progress absolutely is being made in the city of New Orleans, and you cannot deny it. At the end of the day, our focus is to be better every day, getting better with time. And I can say that I'm standing here with leadership across the board who has been very intentional, again, about meeting our people where they are, but making sure that we're giving them the best quality, the best service, the best experiences that they can afford themselves to, meaning take advantage of the assets that this city is providing for the summer and really on a daily basis. The Super Bowl 59, I know you can talk on and on about the investments there. Just here recently, the unveiling of our field there, our stadium at the Lafitte Greenway, but there's been so much happening, whether it's Joe Brown, Perry Rome, all these things are happening and have happened over really less than a year's time in many cases. But we have put $2 million to ensure that our young people have opportunities to work during the summer months. You're going to hear from Larry Barabino Jr., who is our CEO of NORD. You're going to hear from Ms. Tyra Brown Johnson, who runs the Office of Community Development and oversees workforce development for the city of New Orleans, marrying the two once again, so finishing strong, as I would say. And then, of course, you're going to hear from our fierce leader on the ground with the Mayor's Office of Youth and Families, and that is Ms. Asia Howlett. And representing our councilman who serves on, or really has an appointment on the NORD board, Councilman Oliver Thomas, we have former Senator Wesley Bishop. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Larry. You're going to hear from Tyra, you'll hear from Asia, and we'll close it out with any questions that you may have. So let's say some cheers, give a little cheer and love for NORD on this morning. And most importantly, for the youth and families of our community. That's what it's all about.
Good morning, everyone. Oh, making sure the mic was on, and I apologize, Madam Mayor, making sure the mic was on. So I am excited this morning to announce the kickoff of NORD Summer 2025. As we've stood here and done this year after year, this particular year we have some interesting new programming that we're offering and we're kicking off this summer, because as we are poised to serve over 3,000 youth and teens this summer, whether it's with our youth camp that serve our 4 to 12-year-olds, or whether it's with our teen camps that serve our 13 to 15-year-olds, a 6-week camp, and we're the only Parks and Rec agency that I'm aware of nationally that provide a stipend for teens to attend a camp, right? Where they're coming for educational, recreational, and cultural programming, as well as workforce exploration programming. But also with that, we're excited about what we're doing in the afternoons again this year as it relates to our Teens Sports Challenge. As we kicked this off a few years ago and we started offering some teen opportunities in the evening hours to get teens off the street, and we have successfully served 300 to 400 teens each year. This year, normally we've traditionally done the 7-on-7 flag football, the 5-on-5 basketball, the volleyball, which all three of those sports are co-ed. But this year we're adding more to it. We have our partnership with STEM NOLA to where we have some evening STEM programming that'll take place not just for teens, but youth as well. We're having our esports programming that's taking place at 3 different locations throughout the city of New Orleans. Also, we're expanding this with podcasting programs. Our goal is to meet our teens where they are and provide them what they say they want, right? They said these are the things that we want. And so I want to thank our mayor, our council members, definitely Office of Office of Economic, I'm calling you the wrong thing. Workforce Development, but the Office of Community Development, more or less, because we receive $1.13 million of CDBG dollars to make sure we're able to put on the summer camp programming, as well as from the administration of $450,000 to provide stipends to our teens, right? And so we successfully hosted teens during the spring with our teen internship program, where they receive a stipend of up to $450 to sometimes $600 during the spring. And also during the summer months, our teens receive a $450 stipend for participating in our evening programs, which is our summer sports challenge programs. There's no other parks and rec agency that's doing this. Most parks and rec agencies are charging kids and teens to participate in summer programming. But I'm definitely excited this summer as we kick off baseball and softball season, because with the turf that we received from the Super Bowl, we took that loaf of bread and spread it throughout the city of New Orleans. Literally, we built a football stadium over at Lafitte Greenway, but we've installed a state-of-the-art turf infield at Joe Brown Park, at Joe Brown Baseball Stadium. We're doing a state-of-the-art baseball turf at Perry Rome Baseball Stadium. And also we're breaking ground soon on the turf field at Larry Gilbert Baseball Stadium. So baseball is looking up in the city of New Orleans, not just for NORD, for our high schools as well, and not just our high schools, for the collegiate baseball that's now taking place as our Skelly Rupp Baseball Stadium that we cut a ribbon on last year with a first-class, state-of-the-art turf infield and facility is the home field of Xavier University, where they play their games at, and we're introducing kids to collegiate baseball throughout the city of New Orleans at NORD facilities in their neighborhoods, right? But as we're talking about all the great things we're doing, we're excited to make sure that we're having a successful summer. We're opening 17 swimming pools this summer. 17 swimming pools this summer. 5 year-round swimming pools will open, and 7 seasonal pools will open. 1 pool will be delayed on opening because of the repairs that's taking place. And I want to thank Mayor Cantrell because, often enough, people don't understand the cost when you say you have to repair something. A.L. Davis, we did exploratory work last year on A.L. Davis and found out, that the pipes were broken under the pool and all the conditions. And so this year, the administration gave us bond funds to fix it. And so our goal is to have that pool open this summer. It may not open on the first day when we're kicking off summer and opening pools on May 31st, but that pool will be open now as we're securing the contractor. And the minimum quotes that we're receiving for that pool is $137,000, right? That's what it takes to maintain public pools. And that's the minimum, as I indicated, of quotes that we're receiving. But we're excited. We're excited because we have one of the highest paying salaries when you talk lifeguards in public pools nationally. We're paying $17.58 an hour to start for a 15-year-old with a work permit and older.
You created that, Larry, that pipeline for
Absolutely, absolutely. And that pipeline, as you mentioned, started, and I want to send a shout out to the Nord staff. As we went through COVID and strategically, we started our junior lifeguard program. Well, we have our junior lifeguards that's under the age of 15 that's working and training and preparing to become lifeguards, and so we have a lot of those young persons that's stepping up that will be full-fledged lifeguards this year, earning $17.58 an hour. We're definitely excited about that, right? So Nord, as we're moving forward, we're excited about this summer. But one thing I want to say, today is Give NOLA Day. Today is Give NOLA Day. For all of those that are out here using Nord, for all of those that are Nord alumni, for those that want to help Nord, because there's a lot of work to go. We manage 160 facilities and assets citywide through the city of New Orleans. If you have a park or a playground that you want to be a sponsor of, if a park or a playground that you want to volunteer at, if you're an alumni of a park, we're asking you to come back and be a volunteer this summer. We want you to remember those men and women that give their time to you over the years. I definitely want to send a shout out and thank you to the hundreds of volunteer coaches and parents that participate to make sure that we're offering programming citywide. But this summer, we're excited about baseball. We're excited about our kickoff of baseball and softball, and we're just excited about summer altogether. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor.
So good morning. Good morning. It's an exciting day for the youth of New Orleans. The Mayor's Summer Youth Employment Program is dedicated to connecting Orleans Parish youth between the ages of 16 and 24 with career exploration opportunities and paid work experience each summer. The city has dedicated $2.1 million in general funds for the program. I'm excited to say there are more than 900 youth currently enrolled in the program. The Mayor's Summer Youth Employment Program has seen firsthand the difference that can be made through collaborative efforts with various city departments and community partners. The commitment to public service, programs, and education aligns closely with our mission. And we believe that together we can achieve even greater outcomes. There are two programs. One is the traditional program, which will begin June 2nd through July the 11th. The other is the intern program, which is for our college students. That begins on June 2nd and goes to July 25th. There are many benefits to participating in the program. 2024 data reflects that 75% of the participants rated the program as a best experience. 90% of the youth establish professional relationship and learn how to network within the workplace. 98% of the youth learn a workforce skill, and 80% assisted participants with saving money. They have got the experience of opening checking and saving accounts that will help them better function in society. When our youth take advantage of all aspects of the summer employment program, they gain valuable work experience and insight to careers such as healthcare, transportation, administration, IT, STEM, and other industries. From this participation, they can decide if they love the experience or want to pursue it further, or if they would like to explore a different industry that is more suitable to their personality and their skill set. Employer partners include the City of New Orleans, Ochsner, Audubon Institute, New Orleans Criminal Court, New Orleans Civil District Court, Heroes of New Orleans, Community Avengers, and STEM NOLA. but we need additional employers across many industry sectors to partner with us to make an impactful summer for our program participants. So this is a call to action for business leaders in our community, employers who are interested in assisting youth with attaining soft skills for future success in the workplace, or being a mentor, or exploring youth to careers in your industry. Please sign up to be an employer partner. And for information on becoming an employer partner, please contact us at area code 504-658-4568, or you can email us at msyep@nola.gov. I would like to thank the workforce staff for diligently completing the enrollment process. I would like to thank all of our employer partners that have already signed up, and we are excited and ready to have a successful summer youth employment program. Thank you.
All right, good morning. My name's Asia Howlett. I'm the director for the Office of Youth and Families, and I wanted to also just speak to how all of this is connected together. One thing that I thought was really exciting, even if you look right over here, we're doing a new play build because NORD is constantly evolving. And I think sometimes we look at the big things and we're like, finally, we got a big thing, but also know that our neighborhoods every single day are being considered for how do we make it better. And so I'm very grateful for the ease of leadership in making even the small things like this possible. I also just want to say that even if you are a young person or a parent who missed the window for applying for the summer enrollment through the city, there are still 1,000,001 opportunities that exist. And one of the functions of our office is to make sure there's connectivity to all of the opportunities. Within the Youth Master Plan, one of the things that we created was the Youth Programs Directory. So that way families and young people can go into a database online, they can decide what region of the city they live in, what things they're interested in, and what age demographic they are looking for to find programs that match their needs. So families, you can do that year-round, but especially during the summer. I encourage you, even if work is not the thing that you are pursuing this summer, make sure you're pursuing something, right? The other thing that I want to make sure is mentioned is our New Orleans Public Libraries. If you go onto their website, you'll notice that there is programming by branch. So that means wherever you are, just like a NORD, you can find something that specifically is tailored to what you are looking for in your neighborhood. Things that's included within that would be our culture passes, so that way you can visit our community assets for free, our museums, our different art institutions. And I also want to encourage the Summer Reading Challenge that the library does every year. Families, if you're looking for what do I do with my young people this summer, we are making sure that they are reading every single day. It's invaluable. The one thing that you can do, and I'm saying this with my educator hat now, the most important thing we can do is make sure our young people are reading every single day. And the last thing I want to touch on, and we think about how are our young people getting around. So we have these opportunities, and how do they get there? The Opportunity Pass was set up. Shout out to this administration. The Opportunity Pass was set up so that way young people could read the RTA for free. So all you have to do is get on the Google. You're going to go ahead and Google Opportunity Pass, City of New Orleans, and you can register for free. So we're not only saying the opportunities exist, but we're also looking at how do we make sure that you have easy access to those things. And if worse comes to worse, you just call the Office of Youth and Families and we'll help connect you. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all so much. I know that you've heard so many opportunities that we're providing as a city. But I also hope that you're connecting the dots. You're connecting the dots for early learning seats that we make available. Connecting the dots for the 20-year millage of early learning seats that this city, our residents, approved. That you're connecting the dots that when a baby goes home with that family in a week's time, they're being visited by a registered nurse. I hope that you're connecting the dots to after-school learning opportunities, connecting the dots for our young people who are looking for workforce development opportunities and those who are in college for internship opportunities. I hope that you're connecting the dots, that we're building the future of the city of New Orleans every single day by connecting them to these programs. Now, just last week, I'm thinking about this now. Just last week, we had to bring an end to our AmeriCorps Vista program. Those were college grads who were giving their time and service to government at a low wage, sometimes had to live with families that we pretty much had to let them stay. But the whole goal was to build a future generation of public servants. So we're doing it from the grassroots level in your city of New Orleans, from, again, investing in 0 to 3, investing in our families, no matter who they are, who they love, investing in our rec centers, our libraries, our schools, every single day. But we have a summer that is waiting for all of you. So with that, thank you all so much. Larry, you want to close us out?
Yes.
Okay.
So again, thank you all for coming out. So one thing I want to make sure, if you look to my left, your right, you'll see the concrete slab over there. I want to thank Hancock, Whitney, Bank, and Kaboom, because we have a big community Kaboom build that's taking place on this Friday, weather permitting, cross your fingers, right? And so we're excited about that event and those kind of partners that come to the table that says we want to give to the youth and to the families of the city of New Orleans, right? But then also with that, we have on that same day, on Saturday, the 10th, we have Kite and Drone Day that's hosted out here. And we're inviting people to come out. You can learn how to fly a drone. You can even get a certification of flying a drone. And also you can just come out with your kids, your grandkids, and fly a kite. Old traditional things like just flying a kite, right? I watched kids the other day and I noticed some young ladies didn't even know how to skip. And we all skipped up and down the street as kids, right? But our goal is to make sure that we're standing to our motto, and that's something for everyone. You know, with everyone that's up here today, our goal is to ensure that we have a safe and successful summer for our youth, for our teens, for our kids, whether it's through employment as a NORD lifeguard, starting at 15 with a permit, whether it's working through workforce development with their program, whether it's teens that are involved in our NORD teen camp, or our teens that's involved in our evening summer sports challenge, 13 to 17-year-olds. One thing I'd be remiss if I didn't say is that NORD youth camps today are full. We still have some spots available for our teen camps in Algiers, right? We started accepting applications and enrollment the first week of March, and our camps are full for our youth. In our teen camps, we still have spots available in Algiers, but NORD has camps throughout the entire city of New Orleans. So on behalf of NORD, our mayor, and everyone that's standing here looking forward to working with our youth and our teens and our families this summer, I say let's have a great summer, and thank you. Give to NORD!